Mother Earth needs you. There is a lot we can do to help our Mother Earth. It begins with us. Then it starts with one thing at a time, and then eventually builds up to be an amazing force for change. We can all do our part in these ways. Buy less plastic. Plastic is everywhere, from our food containers to bags. Most plastic is not biodegradable. Most of it ends up in landfills, where it will stay for thousands of years. So we should buy items when necessary and try to make the best choices possible. We could also try to use products that are reusable, such as Tupperware, instead of plastic wrap, or paper towels instead of Kleenexes. We've become so attached to our lifestyles that it's hard for us to give up our stuff. We continue to buy more plastic and throw it away. We keep on buying gadgets and gizmos, most of which we hardly use, if ever at all. We're hooked on junk food, junk media, and junk products. I've been watching and reading about the global plastic pollution crisis, and it literally breaks my heart. The oceans are filled with plastic. Plastics are choking our sea life to death. If not for the hard work of scientists and volunteers, we would have more dead zones in our oceans than life. I'm tired of seeing what's happening to our planet. I'm tired of hearing about species going extinct because of people who have no regard for life. We need to change our ways, but it's going to be hard. The plastic bottle, which has become an essential part of everyday living for many people, is one of the major contributors to this problem. Bottles are used once and then disposed of into landfills or onto the sides of roads. We have become so accustomed to using disposable bottles that we do not consider their impact on the environment. The astonishing fact remains that Americans use over 50 billion plastic water bottles every year. And these numbers do not include other types of containers such as soft drink bottles, milk containers, or shampoo bottles. In fact, 4 million tons of plastic end up in the world's oceans every year. Your waste habits are costing you money, but more importantly, they're harming the environment. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, more than 30 million tons of plastic end up in landfills each year in this country alone. That's enough plastic to fill 2,700 football fields. Many items can be used over and over again before they wear out or break. Instead of buying a new razor every time the blade gets dull or tossing a pen when its ink runs dry, try keeping a stock of spare parts on hand for your daily use. Items such as pens, razors, and even kitchen utensils. If you can't find replacement parts for your favorite tools and gadgets, make your own using materials you find around the house. There are plenty of DIY websites that offer tips on how to do it yourself. Create awareness. Make sure people know that you know about what we can do to help the environment and encourage them to take action as well. Stop using plastic straws and encourage others to do the same. Recycle what you can. You can recycle just about anything these days, but there are some things that are better than others. Some plastics cannot be recycled and should just be thrown out instead. If you can, recycle paper, glass, and metal whenever possible. Reuse what you can. Try to reuse old items rather than buy new ones if possible. Let's face it, we'll never be able to live without plastic completely. But there are many ways in which we could drastically reduce our use of this non-biodegradable material. Using less plastic bags every day. If you're living in a region where governments haven't banned free shopping bags from supermarkets and stores, stop using them altogether. Use cloth bags instead, or bring your own shopping bag with you every time you go out shopping. In order to reduce our dependence on plastic bottles, it would be prudent to cut down on their use as much as possible and make an effort to start using eco-friendly bottles like glass bottles or stainless steel containers instead. Recycling programs are another way in which we can contribute towards environmental protection by reusing or repurposing used items instead of throwing them. It's hard to avoid plastic. It's in everything from food and drinks to personal care products and cleaning supplies to our computers and cell phones. But plastic is forever. It never biodegrades. And as we're starting to understand, it certainly doesn't go away. If you drink bottled water, think about investing in an inexpensive filter for your faucet and a reusable water bottle. A simple carbon filter will remove most contaminants, including volatile organic chemicals, or VOCs, like acetone, benzene, and formaldehyde. I want to speak about the subject of consumerism, consumer goods, consumerist goods, and what it means for us as we are harming our Mother Earth, who gave us life by giving us so much of her beautiful, valuable resources for our use. We all have some part of the responsibility for this if we are not doing anything about it. I know that many of you are doing something about it, but if we could ask you to do something more about it, it would be a great help. The best way to show your love towards Mother Earth is by not buying anything that's not absolutely necessary in the first place. Make an effort to reduce your consumption as much as you can. Don't buy any unnecessary stuff. When you have a choice between two things, pick the one which has less packaging or uses less energy to produce or transport. The one that's better for the environment, even if it costs a little more. We need to take action now and listen to our inner voice or consciousness, because this is the only way forward out of this mess we have created. There is no other way, and there is no time to lose at all. We must act now, or else there won't be another day left to save ourselves or Mother Earth before the irreversible environmental change occurs, which may be already happening. We are all one big family on this earth, and as such, we should love our Mother Earth. And in loving her, we should take care of her. There is something in this world that inspires us all to love Mother Nature, whether it's a flower, a bird, or a scenic view. I believe that we can spread love and inspire others to live more sustainably. There is so much beauty in this world, and it's up to us to share it with each other. I've made a promise to Mother Earth, and I would like to share it with you. The promise is that I will try my best to 1. Buy less plastic, recycle and repurpose, repair, reuse, and promote the use of alternatives. 2. Go solar and promote the use of solar energy. 3. Save energy and conserve water for the growth of plants and for human consumption. 4. Go organic and promote organic foods. 5. Build our health and vitality from within. 6. Share a ride in the spirit of community. 7. Go vegan in the spirit of compassion and kindness towards animals. 8. Walk or cycle whenever possible in the spirit of lightening our load on Mother Earth's resources. 9. Use public transport in the spirit of community participation. 10. Start a garden in order to beautify our environment and be part of the solution, not part of the problem. I invite you to make your own pledge to save Mother Earth. You will have a sense of satisfaction knowing that you have contributed to improving our environment. It's also called karma yoga. There are simple things that we can all do to save our planet. We just need to rethink how we live, how we consume, and how we do business. It's not about giving anything up, but it is about making some changes in the way that we live our lives. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho. This is a message to humanity from Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation.